They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
73. Great. Anyway, go Silver, ready?
Hurts now. Open man, downfield, he's got his tight end, Goddard. There's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Oh, he's got a man, his tight end, Goddard. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. That one good for 26 yards. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Hurts again. Open receiver is Dotson. For the pylon, he's pinned. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown. You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown, but now dig deep, man, get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Right now, you got 58. 319.
The master of play action, Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
So you take the field as a defense, and you understand that the opposing team just gave up points. They want to grab back some of the momentum, some of the energy on the sideline. In the back of your head, you're saying, all right, they're going to take a shot probably within these first couple plays. Here they did it on the first play. It's exactly what happened. Good coverage, and falls incomplete.
2nd down, Rodgers. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, like not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
On 3rd down, Rodgers rolling to the left. And that is incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. He'll find the tight end. Got it. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So it is a one-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. Whoa! And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. A first down throw from Rodgers. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's going to be incomplete. Good work. The defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And 10 yards to go.
From the gun, Rodgers going for it all. That is caught. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to take this one all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Bigsby to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up third.
On third down, it's Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Gain of 8. That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught. It's Calcaterra. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. And he comes through with the grab and a first down.
73.
36-yard line.
To the air again. Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down.
No touch that.
Again, Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Go Silver, right?
6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Third and short. Hurts will throw. That's complete. Tight end Goddard. And he's in. Dallas Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate.
And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. Wow, they are hitting now. It's been a tight game. He takes a big shot there on that return. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 626.
They'll start this on the ground with Warren. Oh, big hole left side. How about that run all the way down to the 25-yard mark? It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 55 yards on the game.
A gain of 55 yards.
Rodgers on first down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
319.
Rodgers here on second down. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Steelers. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good. And the Steelers are going to open up the lead to 8. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Bigsby to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Hey, 73. Trimmer. Nope.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. So going to take over now at their own 34-yard line.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
A-Rod now to throw on first down. Jalen Phillips. He gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Boswell has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
180, big 20. Stop.
Stafford going to put it up right away. Smith catches left side. So the completion results there in 9. Yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
And their coach told us the other day that they wanted to get him in a nice groove right out of the gate, and one way to do that, give him quick throws where he get the ball out of his hand in a hurry, as he did there.
2nd down and a yard. To throw is Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Stafford going to give this one to Corum. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Again, it's Corum. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Hey, give me radar. Blue 60.
Now it's Stafford. They'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So on fourth down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. We'll see how the rest of the game goes.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Rams will take over possession here up at the 44. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Up the middle, here's Corum. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
At the Steelers' 36-yard line.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. And he is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Stafford. And he's got it. Touchdown. Devontae Adams from 4 yards out. And the Rams are able to extend their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. The drive starts with a carry by Corum. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. In motion right goes Adams. They run once more with Corum. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Yellow lady! Yellow lady!
Corum now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Ready! Blue stick!
To the right side, this is Corum. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
20. Check. Hey, 54. The lady.
Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Get 300. Get 300.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back north. 258.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
258. Hold over here. Inside.
Rodgers going to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all he can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there,
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. And the Rams are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Second and 7. First run now for Kyron Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On the draw, Corum to the 27-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Set. 180.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, Corum. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with Corum. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Ready.
On the counter, here's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 6.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Adams the man in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's second and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he could pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Rodgers to throw once more. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
26.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Rams are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Yellow 80!
Williams Ingram's going to get it again on second down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Stafford. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And they just did not get the snap away in time. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here comes second down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
319. J-Mike. Inside.
Now Rodgers. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that is incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
319. Get 300. Get 300. 319.
Throwing is Rodgers. And it's knocked
Knocked away and incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Yeah, Liz. Let us.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try to get several plays off in quick succession if they can. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
258.
Now runs straight ahead with 1. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Here's 1st down.
26.
Now Rodgers. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
258. Yeah, Liz.
Now it's Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 15.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things, not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A-game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it today.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
And with that, we say so long from Pittsburgh.